Italy's foreign minister says a solution for the conflict in Syria should include Iran. Federica Mogherini made the comments during an interview with Al Jazeera's James Bays. She talked about the need for relaunching the political process to involve regional powers.
We have first of all to relaunch the political process. After the resignation of Brahimi, after the impression that the Geneva process has come to a dead end, we have to find ways of relaunching the political dialogue and negotiations. It is obviously extremely difficult to do that with so-called elections called for the 3rd of June. We have discussed yesterday in London with my colleagues the fact that calling for such kind of elections in a country that is clearly at war since 3 years now, with majority of the population not able to participate to the vote, and breaking agreements that were signed in Geneva, in the Geneva process, to avoid elections and to guarantee a transition government is actually very serious. So first of all, we have to find the ways of relaunching the political process.
You talk about relaunching the political process, yet Brahimi has resigned. Assad is calling elections. Isn't the political process over? Hasn't it failed? Don't you need a plan B?
I don't think there is a plan B in terms of military. I don't think it would be a good idea, as I think it wouldn't have been a good idea some years ago. I think the only way we can put an end to the conflict is involving all the regional actors that can play a role and that are willing to play a role, call to the different parts of the Syrian fragmented political scene to come to a table and find a solution for the country. I think it's the only way is to relaunch the principles of the Geneva process that are still valid, I think.
The Iranians say they have a plan that they've offered to Ambassador Brahimi. We now hear of talk of a meeting between the Saudi foreign minister and the Iranian foreign minister. How important could those two countries be?
I think it could be a game changer if that happens. The announcement of the possibility of a visit in itself, I think, is a major change and a positive one. I think we should empower the countries in the region more to deal with the crisis, because they might have some good ideas that we could support and sustain, especially if the talks on the nuclear issue with Iran gets to a definitive agreement by July, and they are under discussions in these days in Vienna, apparently with some degree of positive results.
You know, though, that until now the US has been very reluctant to get the Iranians involved. What's your message to your American friends on that issue?
We've been discussing that, and I think obviously we have to be extremely clear on the fact that in no possible way Iran could develop nuclear military possibilities, capabilities, and in this concern we are completely united and together. On the other side, involving all our partners in the region, including the countries of the Gulf, I think there is a common interest in testing if Iran is ready, willing and capable of playing a positive and not a negative role in the area.
More than 3 years of warfare now, so many deaths, so many crimes. Finally, it seems, the UN Security Council in the next week is going to vote on whether to refer this to the International Criminal Court. What's your message to the Russian delegation here at the UN?
Not to veto that. We are supporting that resolution very much. We believe very much in all the international instruments that we have to guarantee a multilateral approach to the crisis in all terms. And we believe that the International Criminal Court is a key instrument for doing that. And I really hope, even if I think it is realistically difficult, but I really think it would be a positive sign if next week the resolution passes.